Business growth is what we all aim for, right? More sales, more customers, that's the dream. But here's the thing, that success, it often brings this unexpected sidekick, chaos. All of a sudden, the simple tools that got you off the ground are just buckling under the weight. So today, we're going to talk about how you get from that chaos back to control and how you can actually make that complexity work for you. So let me ask you straight up, does this feel familiar? You're juggling spreadsheets for your money, some other app for your customers, another one for inventory, and let's be honest, probably a bunch of sticky notes for everything else. If you're nodding right now, you are definitely not alone. It's the classic sign that your business is growing up, and it's time for a serious tool upgrade. All right, here's our roadmap. First, we'll dig into the real challenges that come with growth. Then, we'll talk about the all-in-one solution. After that, we'll peek inside the digital toolkit, check out some real success stories, and we'll wrap it all up by talking about how to future-proof your business. Sound good? Let's dive in. Okay, let's start with the problem itself. Look, it's a good problem to have. I get it. But it's still a problem. When your business really starts to take off, complexity doesn't just increase, it kind of explodes. What used to be totally manageable suddenly feels like this tangled mess of information. The first big headache, disconnected data. I'm talking about your sales figures living in one place, your financial reports in another, and your inventory count, who knows where. And the result of all that? Nobody, and I mean nobody, has the full picture. You're trying to make big decisions based on bits and pieces, not solid facts. And you know what that disconnected data leads to? This right here. So much wasted time. Just think about the hours your team burns, literally just typing the same info into 3 different systems, or hunting down a number that should be right there. It's not just inefficient, it's a total drag on everyone's energy. And here's where it really hurts. Missed opportunities. When you're flying blind without a clear view of your whole business, you miss things. You don't see that a product is selling like crazy until it's already gone. Or you completely miss a huge sales trend because the clues are buried in 3 separate spreadsheets. So if the problem is everything being scattered all over the place, then the solution has to be bringing it all together, right? We need to build a single source of truth, one central hub where every piece of your business data lives, and this is the important part, where it all works together. Now, the official term for this is an ERP, which stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. But don't let that fancy name scare you. The idea at its heart is super simple. It's one integrated system to run your entire business. Seriously, think of it like the central nervous system for your whole company. And this slide, it just says it all. Over on the left, you've got the chaos, that messy patchwork of apps that don't talk to each other. And on the right, you've got control, one unified dashboard where everything is connected. That right there is the massive leap we're talking about. But let's be really clear here. This isn't about being organized just for the sake of it. The real goal, the whole point, is to free you up to do what you're best at, growing the business, taking care of your customers, and actually seeing what's working so you can do more of it. So what's actually in this all-in-one system? Come on, let's pop the hood on this digital toolkit and see what you get. The cool thing about a modern ERP is that it's modular. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing. You can pick and choose the parts you need. It covers everything from sales and customer relationships, your front office, all the way to the back office, like finance, HR, inventory, even manufacturing. It really is a complete command center. And here, this is where the magic really happens. Just imagine this for a second. A new lead comes in. That info is in your customer system. When they buy something, that automatically creates a sales order, which instantly updates your inventory, and then boom, it pops over to finance to create the invoice. No retyping, no lost info, just one smooth, automated flow. Okay, this all sounds pretty good in theory, right? But what does it actually look like when the rubber meets the road? Let's hear from a few businesses that have actually made this switch. First, just to give you some perspective, the folks behind this explainer have done this over 500 times. That's a huge number of businesses they've helped guide from that state of chaos to one of control in all kinds of different industries. So let's check out our first story. This is from an operations manager, Danielle. The key phrase that just jumps out at me here is streamline our operations. See, she's not just talking about some little feature. She's talking about a fundamental shift in how her company works every single day. And that's really the heart of it. For Danielle's team, this wasn't just a small improvement. Calling it a game changer means it totally changed how they play the game, moving them from constantly putting out fires to actually thinking ahead and being strategic. Now for something totally different, a fashion designer.
For her, the big challenge wasn't just about managing stuff, it was about getting back her mental energy. The system takes care of all the tedious business things, the inventory, the orders, the numbers, so she can put her focus back where it belongs, on being creative.
And that's a benefit that applies to everybody, whether you're a designer or a CEO. The true value here isn't just about the money you save, it's about the time and the focus you get back. It's like an engine that automates all the boring stuff so you can work on your next big thing. Okay, so let's bring it all home. This isn't just about fixing the headaches you have right now. It's about building a foundation that can actually support your ambitions for tomorrow and for the year after that. And getting there is a clear, step-by-step process. It starts with customization, making sure the solution fits how you work. Then comes implementation, getting it plugged into your business. And finally, and this part is so important, training, to make sure your whole team feels confident and empowered by these new tools, not scared of them. And honestly, this might be the most important takeaway of all. The right system isn't some rigid piece of software you're just going to outgrow next year. It's designed to be flexible, to scale. As your business changes and grows, the system grows right there with you. You're always ready for whatever comes next. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. If you could wave a magic wand and automate just one single frustrating, time-sucking process in your business, what would it be? Because figuring that out, that's your first step on the road from chaos to control.